First time I came in here, there was a guy at the desk who greeted me. This place has really gone downhill.
But now this is happening. A lot of people who don't agree with BLM movement are being called Nazis, not such things, and racist, not such things. So a lot of the time it's punch a racist. Well, actually, they're not racist.
Wow.
I mean, they don't care. They actually just want to say, actually, you need to accept everybody equally. But if you put one person against somebody else, put them in a higher place,
I'll be back.
then they are not equal. Equality means that you have to be equal in every way.
Listen,
So
he's
what
right.
happens?
Black people are not equal though. Like they're not as equal as all of us though, right?
You know what? He's not racist. He's just retarded. Shut the fuck up. You're retarded,
you
kid.
are
Holy
like,
shit.
what
What is it? What is this argument, dude? Do you even understand what Black Lives Matter is?
Shush.
Children,
this is
shush,
the point.
motherfucker, you're 13. Shut the fuck up.
This is what I mean. As you can see, you have an extreme group. One is sitting there
and
going,
this is where
"Wow."
I would have punched his fucking
Now,
face
this
in.
happens. Instead of listening and saying, again, this is what happens.
Dude, the problem is you have a failed premise. You have a failed premise of what the BLM movement even is. What do you mean? Listen. You have a failed premise of what the BLM movement is. They're not saying Black Lives Matter over other lives. They're saying that Black Lives Matter over. Oh my God, this guy's retarded. Oh my God.
Even in the US, those niggas in like the UK or some shit talking about some Black Lives Matter.
As you can see, this is what happens, and you have the extreme versions of it. Now, if you were to say,
Guys, see, this is what happens.
punch a racist. See? So you punch racist. So we have one extreme to another.
Dirty. Admit that was dirty. Admit it.
Not to have punch a Nazi, punch this, because I managed to get you a prime example right here. I don't even give two fucks about it, but apparently I'm now registered as a racist. What else did you call me?
I didn't say you're racist. I just said you're just misinformed. You're just misinformed.
Bro, like,
I've been told to shut the fuck up. I
You're
mean,
educating people.
The
fucking BLM, dude.
welcome to villainization because of you might have a different opinion.
bro,
They don't hear.
Fucking video.
They don't hear
Now you're
half.
coming off with this fucking right.
They don't hear half the words.
Black Lives Matter. Oh my God.
To get you a prime example right here. I don't even give two fucks about it, but apparently I'm now registered as a. They don't hear half the words.
Black Lives Matter. Oh my God.
To get you a prime example right here. I don't even give two fucks about it, but apparently.
And what is the Black Lives Matter movement advocating for? What is it advocating for?
See, this is what I'm trying to explain. So what we end up.
Instead of that, we have so many Nazi movements in Finland.
What is it advocating for? Shapiro, and now you're coming off.
Like National Socialist Movement.
I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm not being rude. Just ask the answer my question. It's a very simple question. What is the BLM movement advocating for? What is the BLM movement advocating for?
Listen, okay, one at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the back.
Bro's balls in
Children, are you ready? Are you ready?
Bro, you're the children.
Okay, yeah,
You're the child.
I'm ready.
I'm not a child. Okay.
I'm ready.
Do you want part of the conversation to come in on?
You got your phone on you right now.
Listen, I
What part of the
understand I came
I'm
in
asking you.
halfway through a conversation. I understand I came
So you came in halfway through a conversation.
I need you
So
to
no. You need to ask these questions. You came in halfway through a conversation. What was I discussing with this person?
You said, oh, well, BLM tries to play...
I said BLM. I did say BLM.
Yes.
No. I said BLM, and the moment that's all I did, listen.
No.
Stop running around.
Black yourself? Are you black yourself?
No, you need to do it one at a time. You can't do that. If you want to talk, you have to do it one at a time.
I want to tell you this. You are backpedaling.
Yes, you can tell whatever you want. No, I'm not.
You're backpedaling because I just told you, and then you went, oh, I didn't believe it. What?
No. I'm trying to explain to you that you have a conversation.
What do you think? Talk and chat.
Tell me what you're talking about.
Shut up.
Hey, let's all be civil.
Okay,
Now,
tell me what you were talking about. Tell me what you were talking about.
Okay, one at a time. Children, one at a time. I've had to meet two of you. Now I'm muted.
Wow.
Okay. The conversation at hand is you, the extremes of one side and another.
Well,
You're
not over 15, I can say that.
This is not regarding BLM or anything else. This is designed deliberately
Yeah, you're
to
all probably in high school.
antagonize. The reason why I chose BLM is because it's particularly subject that you will respond to, and it was a perfect point that I wanted to make to somebody.
Why are you even talking about
We'll get people like you who will jump in and go, BLM, what you want about, yada yada yada. the truth is, and this is one that you need to understand massively, in your wonderful wisdom and age that you have so many years less than me.
The fuck?
Bro, you've been
Racism-
talking for 15 minutes and you haven't said anything.
And
Like,
its
what are you
current
saying?
pandemic or issues
Literally.
only
What the
occurred
fuck are you on about? Like, I'm not getting anything out of this. What
And
are you
people-
saying?
What are you guys
BLM,
like yourself.
No, there's another button.
BLM, yeah, right? Like, nigga, come on, bro.
Okay.
Ironically,
Pause and chat.
Bro.
Watch this shit. You're
Oh,
right.
but ironically,
I've used it.
enthusiastically.
I'm sitting there saying, actually, if you sit there calling somebody a Nazi and wanting to punch them,
Yes.
then you will end up finding yourself on the opposite end of that punch.
Yes,
Sooner or
indubitably.
later.
What do
And the
Nazis have
prime
to do with
example
BLM?
was by saying BLM. I don't give two fucks.
Nazi?
Okay, so is your
Bro,
point
I don't think
basically
I'm
saying
Nazis,
people
bro.
are too people on the exchange are too busy to attack the other side, which leads to us antagonizing
No.
both of us? Is that what you're pretty much saying?
You're
Like,
both- listen,
Ah,
you're
Peter!
both sat there shoving each other.
Bro dropped acid and thought he
You're
knew
both
everything.
shoving each other, not listening. You're both willing to throw the first stone without actually understanding. Instead of actually coming off with aggressive and running around in circles, you're running behind me. Stand still.
Ain't nobody being
It's-
aggressive.
listen, I can hear you. I was just putting the toilet plungers in my face.
No.
Okay?
You run around shoving each other, throwing everything instead of actually talking. You becoming aggressive will actually reconfirm and push somebody into their beliefs. Now, take it from somebody who has actually lived through racist times, because I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah, like 5 years older, maybe.
Genuine racism
Alright.
Oh, hell.
Listen.
doesn't come from
Guys,
somebody's.
picture perfect.
No, you listen for 5 seconds.
What are you
Genuine
doing?
Oh my
racism
god, you've rambled for 5 minutes, please. Just wrap it up,
No,
please. I
no.
want to respond.
Bitch, you're like 12.
No, because we're not having a dialogue. We're just having little
Yeah, there's no
diatribes. You see what
dialogue.
is going on?
40. Your voice does not even sound that deep.
I don't give you fucks. This is what happens with this society. Is that
No,
you
I'm trying to understand
nowadays,
you.
no. You are a fucking child that doesn't.
Why are you
understand
acting
the
like you
world.
have all
Don't
day?
Like,
sit there
for real.
throwing
Listen,
your
why do you
weight around.
think people get aggressive when you're patronizing like this?
Yeah, you're
This is
literally
just- this is just-
patronizing everybody.
Sorry, I'm going to patronize you when you don't understand.
Listen. I'm saying I want to have a back and forth, but if we're gonna have to talk for 5 minutes each time and get cut off, then it's stupid. Can we just talk? See what? Like summarize in like 30 seconds what you want to say, please. Jesus.
No, you either take the conversation as it comes, or you can run away. Your choice.
This guy just
The
wants to
simple fact
sound
is
smart.
that you will come off aggressive to somebody who's actually trying to explain to other people that
You're
you
not
decided to run a
explaining a thing.
conversation
You
in
haven't explained a thing at
without
all.
even understanding it.
Yeah, I haven't got anything out of this.
Please.
You said BLM
Okay,
like
you want
20
to see
times.
For real.
Trying to, you want to
I
see racism.
understand. I
Do you want
understand
to
that
see-
being
do you
aggressive to
want to see-
someone.
Do you want
Oh
to
my.
see racism?
Oh, can I get one sentence out? Can I get one sentence out, please?
No, you're not.
I
I'm asking
understand.
you,
Oh
do
my
you want
god.
to see
We
racism?
let you talk for 5 hours, dude. We let you talk for 5 hours and you don't even let me get a sentence out,
This
please.
guy's the
Okay,
most
look,
annoying.
tell you what, you
I
can go
agree
talk to
with
each
you.
other.
This game.
Oh my god, you're retarded. Literally, you won't let me talk. I'm just saying,
So,
I agree with
now
you.
Now you're
Aggression
coming
is
with
not
a
good
common
choice.
response, and yet you're becoming
You're
an
just
problem.
pig-headed. Let someone talk, please, God.
No, the difference between pig-headed
No.
and you be attacking,
Oh
you're
my
attacking the person, not the
God.
argument.
Dude,
You
you
called
probably
me.
talking fucking
abusive.
cinemas. Oh my god.
You
Yes.
bring Nazis
And
and BLM.
I lived in racist times, dude. Where the fuck are you from? Fucking
How
civil
old are you?
rights
100?
movement? Shut the fuck
300
up.
years old?
Civil rights. Oh yes.
What, 3 years ago?
You've lived abuse. You've lived
Oh my
racism. Of
God.
course you have.
Hey, we all lived in racist times, bro. Come on. Like,
Okay.
seriously.
Woe, midway me, less than 20 years old, has lived through all the abuse of the world.
Bro, how old are you?
What?
Actually, being black, I've actually experienced some racism myself, even if I haven't lived in the world for longer than fucking 40
Exactly.
years like you, wherever the fuck you're saying your racist times are from.
This
Dude.
guy's talking about
What do you
racism.
mean?
He's white as hell.
Okay, here's the thing that you need to
I just wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you,
Look,
but then as soon as I tried to reply, you're like, no, you're not allowed to get a point out.
You know, okay, you know you're not. You're now becoming aggressive. Point proven.
Oh my god, this guy.
What? What? Bro, what?
This guy's in his own little world.
Go to back to your echo chamber. You're very good at having your echo chamber to make you feel like justify your actions. That's very well good.
Well, you like hearing the sound of your own voice.
I was even trying to say your point is valid about being aggressive to the other side.
Even
but you just kept
even though you
interrupting me to your
even though you were being rude and aggressive and you're having your friends circle around you.
I don't think any
You're
of us here
welcome
know
to
each
your-
other.
Dude, I don't
echo
know
chamber.
them.
Yeah, we're all fucking randoms, dude. Like, get your ass on.
No one here knows each other.
So you live in the UK.
Bro, all that
Probably gonna
yawning, bro,
say-
you might as well go to sleep,
hold
you
up.
dumbass. You're
North?
not even saying anything.
Please.
The fact that you have this many people telling you you're wrong and you still think you're
Am I
right
right?
shows how dumb you are.
Please.
I didn't hear what you said. Repeat.
Oh God, bro, like come on now.
You live in the UK up north. Am I right?
Reset.
No, I do not. I've lived in
Where
the
you-
UK in the past, but I do not live in the UK.
Where do you live now?
Will I get past this point in the next 5 minutes?
Okay, I'll just entertain this. I live in the Netherlands.
So Netherlands, which is one of the most progressive countries in Europe.
What's your point?
Okay.
No.
Yeah?
Yes. Like, yes. What is this? Skyrim, please. I don't need a response. Like, just keep going.
Well, you either want me to talk or you don't. I'm now giving you
What is the-
one
Keep talking,
30-second
keep talking.
reply.
Please continue.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
The Netherlands,
Yes. Okay.
progressive.
Mods, if you don't link anything, I'm gonna literally link your Amazon wish list.
And you're saying,
Bro, he's not even
He's trying to think of an argument or how to like way to keep this going.
seriously.
He's flipping through his notes.
Jesus
So I
How
live
old
in
are
the
you?
Netherlands. What does this have to do with the
He's
argument?
looking
What's
through
your age
Google
group?
right now, bro. He's googling. Hold on.
What's my what?
I told you.
what's your age group?
He's googling.
What's my age group?
Yes,
I'm 22 years old, so I'd be in the 20 to
20
30
years
range.
old. Okay, so
22. Okay.
how much of history do you know or studied?
And studies of what?
You're just trying to like find a way to like berate him.
History of studies, like world history, or just history
Everything.
of studies in
History.
general.
History. How much history you know of the world, everything, the countries you're from, the country's history, yada yada yada, whatever you want to do. History.
I know a lot. The fuck, bro?
Is this because
Do
it's
you
a
study
prime example?
history?
No cap, bro.
No, I want to
No,
know,
I
do
do
you
not
study
study
history?
history.
Like in
Okay.
college? Like what are we saying?
Throughout the 80s,
I got a question for you.
there was a lot of
No, just hold on.
No, shut up.
black
I got a question.
actors that were
Let's see what
coming on
he's gonna say,
screen
let's
that
see what
were actually paving the way.
I need to get a really
I mean,
high
you
jump
heard of
rate.
Eddie Murphy. He
Alright.
led the way in
That's not good
comedy.
enough.
He was the fucking go-to comedian.
Ignore me now.
Okay.
Wait, Eddie Murphy.
Throughout
was
these,
the goat?
they had much actors, black and white, and everybody else in
Bro, what does Eddie
between.
Murphy
There
do with
was
co-
representation
What
at the
does he mean
board.
with comedy what?
For those who
This
believe
bitch
in
is
it.
Then came the
Bro, he's
wonderful
talking
thing
out of his
of
ass.
equality,
For real.
where everybody said they have to have this, they have to have that, and you have to have this amount of people representing this groups. And there's this strong independent women who came along and took roles that just shouldn't be meant for them.
Didn't he
And they
ask
did
you about the
female
Watch his
Netherlands?
YouTube videos.
casting, yada yada, so on and so forth.
For real.
What happens when you force your values on other people is that they go against your beliefs. By forcing other people not to be racist, you make them racist. Ironically, the racism that exists in the world is those who tell other people not to be racist.
How'd you get to this
I mean,
point?
look at nowadays.
What?
You have tests that are made easier because apparently a
made
black
no
person is
sense at
too
all.
stupid to do
Bro,
it.
You all like that made
How
sense.
fucking racist is that?
What the?
Bro,
Why
Imagine
are we-
you have, in America, they're
Fucking
making
not be
test
racist? I'm gonna be
scores
racist?
easier
Like,
because
what?
the black
How does that
people
make sense?
are fucking retarded.
Okay, that was the
That's
most racist thing I've
Equality,
heard.
that's racism.
What the?
Okay.
And
Okay.
yet this is happening.
I'm pretty
the
sure
world.
he's
Yes.
racist.
Yes.
There is, you have constantly told that it is not racism. The true racism are coming from people that are sitting there going, I'm not racist. I believe in this.
Crazy shit.
I'm not racist. This should happen.
Okay, we're
The fact is, that you have somebody, I much prefer to talk to a racist
What?
than somebody who says they're not racist. I would have a conversation with anybody any day of the week who says they're racist. Because they are reasonable to talk to.
Sounds like you're a
Okay.
racist.
And this is what's happening in this
Bro,
world.
that makes no sense.
Everybody has got their beliefs and ideas that this is how it's supposed to be, and you're wrong if you don't believe me. You're against us if you're not with us.
Okay, I think I can land
Bro.
Okay.
That is where we are at this moment in life.
I'm
The
really
fact
trying
is, I
to
came
Okay.
here to try and explain to
Stop
people
using that fake shit, bro.
why it is so
Dumb
important to talk to other people, not sit there and villainize
Dude,
them
that is sick.
under your own beliefs. Because of you, like everybody else, has this thought jam. Oh, I will explain this in the simplest way
I see
possible.
what
Thought
he's
jam
saying.
is an idea or belief that gets into your head. It's something that is designed to make you angry
Hey!
or happy or sad. The biggest emotion that I want is anger. The reason why it wants anger is because you're more likely to spread it with other people, and therefore it infects other people's beliefs. Now, the reason why the BLM movement, okay, is flawed
All right, let's do this shit.
is not because of what the underlying issues are, but because it turned into something that it cannot support them because it forced other people into you're with us or against us. They turn against them. How do you feel if somebody says to you, you have to do this or else you're X? You're going to tell them to fuck off.
My ass.
And you will naturally tell them to fuck off. It will solidify your belief system against other people. Which is why I say, the moment you sit there and say punch a Nazi,
I wouldn't.
you're just as bad as saying do this. And regardless of where it comes from, regardless of the place it comes from, it villainizes one person and makes them the victim.
Wait, dude.
You're now made a victim.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can I respond?
Somebody can be... Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I have to, or else I'm gonna lose track of everything. So initially, we're talking about Eddie Murphy and how there was like a rise in inclusivity within like the thing. Pretty much, this has only really happened over the past like maybe decade or 2 decades. But I don't think having more inclusivity is a bad thing. I mean, having more people that having more faces that people can relate to is fine, and I don't think like people are forcing it on anyone. So
this actually
continuing
that's
on,
what there is.
can I?
Let him finish.
Here,
You talked for 10 minutes.
for
You talked
example,
for
the
10
strong
minutes.
independent woman
God.
character
We didn't talk over you.
when it doesn't need to be.
Eyes, please.
There's that.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when we talk about BLM, I don't. Of course, I do think stuff
I know
like
what you
going
mean.
too far
I know what
with it.
BLM stood for.
Now, what the fuck is that?
I'm well aware what it stood for. It's not. I'm not asking what it stood for. I'm well aware of it.
I know. Let him talk. Damn.
There's a little lax.
God damn. Nobody listens.
You can get muted.
I can understand that you're more kind of upset with this idea that like these movements come very polarized.
I'm not
in a
upset
sense.
with
It's
it.
like us or them.
I'm not
You're
upset with
by
it.
the us or them mentality. Then, like,
You into this?
I don't care. Honestly,
No,
so
not
you don't-
I'm well into my 30s. Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to warn others of this world that I've seen around me. It's up to you for listen.
Like he was
The
50.
moment, I'm not
For
trying to say
real.
I mean,
try and avoid the
tribalism's not a new thing. Tribalism's not a new thing. I think
No,
most
it's
people
not.
know what tribalism
If
is.
you were 50, you probably wouldn't know how to work this
I
story.
completely agree with you. And
Then
what does
why do you need
tribalism
to-
boil
why do you
down
need to
to?
You
agree?
don't know how to work a fucking phone. Stop lying.
Okay, maybe my misunderstanding of what when I first heard you is I felt like your characterization of the movement was making it paint as if they had a valid argument for why it was wrong. Well, I do think that it's true that you shouldn't
we
be like, okay,
There's the rub.
okay,
Why did you
well,
think
I do
that?
Because you're bad at explaining
because
things.
you could have just explained it in the right way. You could have just explained it in the right way.
I could have,
And I think-
but why should I?
Because if you
Come on.
What?
Okay, that's good.
Why not? Like, what do you mean?
Not. It's the good.
No, the point is
You
that
gotta
you came
explain
up with
right,
an
the
aggressive
fuck?
manner to somebody, and particularly to myself. Now, if I was somebody who was a little bit wavy in their beliefs, I would happily sit and go, see, told you, racist.
So,
You know,
off this
I'm being
carry-
villainized by this person. Whoa,
I
look at
didn't
me,
call
I'm
you racist
villainized.
though.
No, but the point is that you're not actually, you're coming off aggressive. And that's all it takes.
Bro.
Jesus
I don't know. Like, it
Christ.
feels like if you're kind of, if it seems like you're proselytizing a false point, I just don't think I should really like have to engage with it. Like, I don't think I should be like, oh wow,
You
that was a really
don't
good
you
point.
don't have to engage. You don't have to engage in nothing you don't want to. If you don't like it, you don't have to engage with it. You chose to engage with me. You chose to engage with a hook. The deliberate thing was that I wanted to hook a particular group for my person. And at the moment,
So you
I
just go
chose the
around
most.
spreading misinformation
No, that's not
just to
misinformation.
bait people. Like, what does that do?
No, that wasn't information.
No,
The
There's so
misinformation
much,
was
I'm just
being-
saying there's so much better examples you can give for why we can do like a why tribalism is bad. All right. I know you don't have any
You
like,
want-
investment in any of these arguments, so maybe that's why you don't give a fuck. But maybe like some people do.
Done with the game already.
Do you want to know the
Wait,
easiest way
You say that dumb shit.
and one of the most easiest ways to solve this? short of America and that America's issues and often stems from lack of education. Is education.
Wait.
Education is the easiest way to solve racism, homophobia, sexism, every ism you can think of is through education.
You're just
Now,
Yeah, that's a good
ironically,
way.
Bro.
this is what is occurring right now.
His first good
In one
point.
form or another, people are being educated. Because now you are anti-me. And I am anti-you. Maybe whether I believe it or not, we are now educating.
fuck
My
yeah,
goal
buddy.
is not to change your mind, it is to change other people's minds. We are both arguing the same side of a different side of a coin.
What is this
Different
bitch
angles.
talking about?
But at the end of the day,
We have no idea.
No, what?
Okay.
You will say some valid points and people listen. I shall say some valid points and people listen. We're both saying, stop being so stupid-minded. I'm just telling
Okay,
everybody
but-
just to be more open. And let's
Listen, but if you're
willing to
trying to
jump in
bait
and be
me,
angry.
right?
Oh my god.
If you're trying to bait a specific group to prove your point, right?
No, I'm not
And
trying
then,
to
and then you kind of follow up with that you actually kind of believe in these things, because you're saying shit like, okay, so you basically talked about affirmative action as well, and said like affirmative action is bad. I don't think affirmative action is actually
yeah,
great.
buzzword,
But
buzzword,
then to go and
buzzword.
say, well, because black people are stupid. It just feels a bit
No, I
reductive,
didn't say
doesn't it?
black people are stupid. As a matter of fact, I said the educational system.
You did. You
the
did. say
educational
that.
system.
literally
I
listen,
wish
said
I had
that.
fucking OBS because you said black people are stupid.
I
You legit-
no, I
I
didn't. I
OBS
said
on
the
it.
American
Oh my
educational
fucking
system.
god.
The American educational
I heard
system
it too,
perceives
no
black
worries.
people to be
I
stupid
literally get
because
the
of
entire
they
map, I understand
reduce
everything.
the
We're back to
qualifications in the test. They make it easier because they tell
part, do this,
black people they are
jump.
stupid.
Mods.
That is word for word what I
Oh
said.
yeah, I remember him saying that.
No.
The educational
No.
system in America tell that black people are stupid. The reason why
No.
they are making the test easier because they have racist undertones to make it so. Instead of saying
Everybody
that
gets
you
the
are
same
capable
test.
of equal, if not greater than, it just says you are less
Yeah,
than,
but-
and therefore you need to have a simpler test.
Is that a racist
That-
undertone, or is that saying that some groups have less access to higher education?
Did I
Is that,
really
is that more the argument for
No.
what they want to do
No,
from
no,
that
no,
further?
no.
They don't have the
Mm,
opportunities
yeah.
to do that.
Mm.
I'm sorry, but if you're in primary school or equivalent low college, I don't know what's called in America, where you literally get your education paid for free and they make your test simpler because
It literally
make
depends on
they
where you
reduce
live
the
in
whole
America.
test across the board because of black minorities. That's racism. That is racist. The reason why they are making the educational system simpler is not because of people are dumber, but because they're saying that black person is not capable of keeping up with the exam results of everybody else. That is what
Maybe
is
talk to women
racist.
like
No,
this.
because they
That
live in
is racist.
districts that have
Bro,
lower
you're literally
income,
making no
and they
fucking
usually
sense.
schools.
They're called standardized tests for a reason. Everybody gets the same
The
fucking
simple
one.
fact is, it's happened. And it does happen.
Can you cite a source at all?
Even if it does happen, the motives are different. It's not
The
racist.
source is
No,
him.
Usually
right. Are you
schools
saying? Are
usually-
you
Dude,
saying?
this is
Are you saying
ridiculous.
because you're black, you're unable to compete with
entertaining,
somebody
I don't
who's
know.
white?
No, you're literally okay.
What?
The reason why is because state schools are funded usually by housing taxes, and they usually live in poorer neighborhoods.
Yes.
So they usually get worse education.
And
Mm,
I'm well
mm.
aware of that. Now,
If you have less access to education, you have less opportunities. So usually they will. That's why affirmative action programs
No.
exist. Oh my.
No,
No,
you will
no,
understand
no.
this is that you learn is you will actually have people, especially with a lot of people that are come from black cultures, who are actually just as intelligent as white person. They can have access to that.
Yes, of course, we know that black people are intelligent. Nigerian people, when they come to America, one of the smartest people in the fucking country.
Exactly. So
but they,
you
yes,
are
but they have
arguing the
different,
fact
they have a
that
different story. Oh my god. The
Then
people,
why-
if you're able
why
to come
are
to
you-
America from Nigeria, you must have some sort of money and you must have some sort of infrastructure to
No.
allow you the opportunity. Some black people in America
you
don't
also
have that.
no, you're talking about people. You're talking about people from poor neighborhoods. Okay, that go to school. Bear in mind, there's also white children that go to that school.
Is it normal?
But instead of having the standard equal to everybody, where everybody can conform to the same standard and having the teaching level which they can conform to, they reduce it
Cite a source.
under the
like, at all.
basis of encompassment. Now, listen to this very simple thing. If everyone's telling you that the reason why they have to reduce a particular level down is because of black community,
I have
does
actually
that not stem
heard
from
stuff
racist
like this before,
thoughts?
but
There's a 99%
the way he's explaining this is god awful.
There's like barely any racism.
I mean,
in
maybe
there,
we
'cause
just
realistically,
disagree.
find an excuse to be not
So
racist.
you believe that the educational system should be dumbed down because of black people are stupid? Is that what you're saying?
Who said
No,
that?
oh my
No.
god, you're
I don't
such.
think.
Oh my god.
We all know what he's. We all know what he's.
Well,
Voice is so funny.
Mouse, bro. Like seriously.
Because that's what you're
I literally
arguing.
explained my
I'm telling
argument.
No
you
one
literally
argued
explained
that.
my argument.
No
and
one
you're
argued
going-
that.
You're boiling it down to, oh, you don't want that because black people are
It's like a
stupid. You want this because
you.
black people
No,
are
I'm not.
stupid.
I'm not actually. You're saying that. I'm saying that the educational system should be held
No, I'm not bullying
to
you.
equality.
Thank you.
Then why are you agreeing with it? Because I'm saying that actually, a matter of fact, the moment you start saying that
Oh my god.
you need to dumb down the educational system because black people are otherwise
Nobody's
incapable of
saying
accessing it,
that.
means that
Nobody is saying that.
It's just mind.
Literally nobody is saying
Bro.
that.
It's
We're all being
crazy.
quiet, like.
We're
You got-
saying that
We're
people
listening to
that
thinking you're
live
fucking
in
stupid.
poorer areas
How do I
have
stop people from
worse
being-
access to education because schools are funded by fucking housing taxes.
How do I stop myself from being here?
That's it.
are you gonna answer the question or not? Or are you just gonna bumble around?
You have this many people around you telling you you're
Nothing,
wrong,
bro.
and you still think you're right.
This bitch. Say,
That's just facts. Sentimentals, dude.
Yeah,
That's just
one good
facts.
point. One good point.
It's emotional argument
Okay,
for her. She just wants to sound better than you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's a woman thing though. So.
No, it's the age-old fact, and the point proven is
Age
the
old
moment
fact.
you actually have to question the hard-to-answer questions, it literally boils down to that. The educational system in America has said that the underperforming community is black and therefore are stupid and therefore have to be dumbed down. This is the American education system, and he's agreeing with it. I'm saying, as a matter of fact, that actually they are equal to and should be brought up to that standard and should not be put down because of lack of access.
I don't think anyone here
They
is
should be
saying
encouraged to
that
that mark.
black people
But
should
no,
have a
a lot
worse
of the time,
access to
you get that where it's
education.
like, no, it's equal, totally fine. You should do that because
That's just the
racist-
unfortunate
yeah, that's actually
byproduct of our
occurring there.
fucking
That is where true
society.
racism lies.
Find out that your mom.
This guy is talking
Okay,
to
everybody's gonna
himself.
hate on it because the truth hurts and I'm wrong and yada yada.
Truth. Bro, what truth are you speaking? What truth are you speaking?
I feel bad for this guy.
Bro,
I don't think there are kids in that film.
Say something.
No, this is what happened. The withers were against this generation.
Pizza.
The moment where you
You're saying that
actually
like I'm a
question their
fucking
beliefs,
child.
they
You know,
double
like,
down on it because
not
they know
everyone
they
you're
want to be wrong.
speaking to here is fucking.
And everybody wants to face the fact that actually their racist
This guy's like
beliefs are actually
32.
there. But then themselves, who you identify as not racist, are actually racist.
They gotta
So
be.
The very people who are trying to sort out racism are racist to them believe because they believe that they
Okay.
School system.
Exactly.
That guy is
There's
dumb as
rarely
hell.
seen
System is
racism in
judged
America.
by.
Yeah, she just wants attention. It's a woman thing.
I don't even think that's so. Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
I don't
know what-
argue with women. Period.
I don't know what that
It's a
is.
good
but,
example.
yeah.
It says that if you are of certain color,
It's crazy how I don't know. It just
you're saying that's
everyone's disagreeing with them, but they still
No, I'm
won't
not
stop.
saying that
Exactly.
white
Alright, if I'm
privilege
honest
doesn't
opinion,
exist,
right?
and I'm not saying
Your education judge is based on the money. If you go to
Yeah.
a public school, you are getting like the minimal education. Unless you're willing to pay maybe thousands of dollars each year to get an advanced education,
Private
your
school or
education's just
something,
gonna be
yeah.
average. Exactly. And it is true that in order to access that, it is just due to the house income.
Right where you live, yeah. Communities, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
even know
go
where
like
this
I go to
started.
an inner city school.
Yep.
I don't even know where it started either. I just joined in. I said one thing and like 3 people fucking muted me for no reason.
Yeah,
she
that's the
muted
worst
me for
part,
no reason.
Is when they mute you when you're trying to like debate them or like tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, no, I didn't even say anything. I just walked up. I just laughed a little because I had my voice changer on, and it just muted me.
Yeah, I
And
didn't even
was
say
staying quiet
anything. I
almost
got
the
muted.
entire thing.
I just stood there for like 10 minutes and then I realized I was muted.
Exactly.
current generations.
I walked up. I asked someone, "Hey, I just laughed a little bit. I was just looking at some dude's some skin. It's like, what are you looking at? Like, I'm looking at everything, right?
Like I was genuinely trying to listen to what he was trying to say, but it still didn't make sense. Eventually it did, but it's just like flawed logic.
Yeah.
All right, now we have to.
Oh yeah.
Understand that you're taking some. I'm saying that systemically something exists, and you're saying generalizing
It's interesting
that
to listen to,
every
though.
single person in the population, which obviously that isn't true because there are people of color that
but-
live in a
but
higher
when-
tax bracket. There are
but-
people that are white that live in a lower tax bracket. Obviously, there are outliers on every fucking situation, but
wait,
my
but-
point is
wait.
that on
Wait, give me a second.
Oh,
Let me
sexy
say
Asian
something.
man. I was
So you
saying.
wanna so
Thanks, Google.
at the same time you're saying that
Wait, did that person?
like that
I should
you
hope, though,
are
they
generalizing, right?
I think.
literally just
Yeah, she.
But
Bro,
word vomit.
Yeah, that's all that
it's like
was.
I can
BLM.
when I'm born
How
with a
does that make
certain
sense?
skin color, I have
That
certain
don't add up.
benefits, but
That literally doesn't add up.
yeah. So you okay? Do you have certain
German
benefits if
Nazis
you're born with
do,
a certain
like,
skin color?
literally in Germany, that shit's illegal.
Are you debating affirmative action?
How the fuck does that involve BLM?
Please no more.
I just don't understand it. So you're saying that happens, but
Like.
you happen to generalize to put the whole system down the certain like if you're born black, you have overgrades. You can be you can have overgrades to enter,
You're talking about for college,
right?
with affirmative action, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I crash? Maybe that's for the best. That wasn't going anywhere.